everyone, welcome to my first video with my own BRZ 2023. This is a premium trim and it's pretty much light modded with just a few mods. It now comes with a Vorshlag camber plate just to have a little bit more camber in the front. Downspring suspension from Tein, just to kind of have a little GR86 kind of setting. And of course, as you notice from the sound, the aftermarket exhaust as well. I think other than that, also install the sprint booster for immediate response. As you see, it's very responsive just as a premium BRZ, and I've been pretty much having fun with this platform, as much as I also had the same amount of fun with the previous BRZ that I have. The only issue I had with the first generation BRZ was the amount of horsepower and the torque, which is fixed with this FA24 to 228 horsepower. And the handling is pretty much the same as you see. Of course, they improve on the appearances as well. It does look more mature, roundish. Pretty much cuter, you could say. But it does look better than the previous. I still remember how, even though with all the updates and revisions of the BRZ and GRD FRS or 86, it just looks kind of weird to me. After these 6 months driving this car, I've noticed that with this power increase, it really makes it a very good all-rounder. Now I don't have to worry about daily driving it. I have enough space on the back to carry a lot of things, and it just has enough power to pretty much drive anywhere. And also, after installing the sprint booster, it does get its response, back, because as many people don't know, the Subaru is tuned differently from the GRD6, and so the throttle lag is very strong on the Subaru BRZ. So the only way to improve that is to either install a sprint booster, or I guess some people would install the pedal commander to take that limitation off, and you get a faster response. As it should come from the factory, in my opinion. I guess I really didn't understand what was the reason for Subaru to do this, since I don't think it's for saving fuel or to I mean, unless it's just trying to make it a little more differently, which I don't I don't think it's helping or making it differently. It's actually making it worse to drive, because I can say that after installing the sprint booster, it makes the driving so much better. And that's probably the reason why probably anybody that drives the GRD6 would think, why is there much difference from both cars? And as we mentioned, also the suspension is different, which people would say it is smoother in the BRZ, which is true. But you do get that understeer, so that's the reason why after changing to the downspring and making the rear a little stiffer, I also changed to a GRD6 sway bar. Made it the driving even better. So it's basically having both worlds from the GRD6 and BRZ. So I do get the smooth ride, but I also get, you know, the sudden, well, not like sudden oversteer, but sudden oversteer. But basically my car journey is to have this car to be able to do pretty much daily spirit and track, which is basically the next thing that pretty much, I would say from now, everybody's pretty much aware, or I am trying to also make more people aware of this, since even I saw from Facebook many people are not aware of this, that this new engine FA24, it's not perfect as everybody thought. And yeah, it's pretty much because of the oil starvation, the oil issue that's making you know, the engine blown out, go boom, basically. You know, especially going on the right turns. So imagine always with a racetrack with all the right turns, and you know, you make so many laps, then yeah, you'll be pretty much starting from one side, and then yeah, that's gonna make the engine die just like that. And also seeing that many people also have different experiences with their warranties going through Toyota or Subaru through the dealership, since that sounds like it's not a very smooth process. And unless if you have connections or anything, then you're pretty much, you know, either have to deal with it and have to wait for a long time, or I know some people just directly pay for the engine, which I can never just directly spend another $7,000, you know, on an engine, but I guess some people can. I would say for normal people that don't know about this would really question why would they need to replace their engine just because it's supposed to be a trackable car. So that becomes the big question now for me as well. I mean, it's been 6 months with this car. I love driving this on the street, you know. There's no problem. It's very easy to push even on the streets. But if we're talking about, if we're really talking about how it becomes a, risk on the track, then it's like, what's the point? Well, what's the point of keeping the car if I cannot track this car? I'll basically be like those people risking an engine and having to go through the whole process, just like they did with Toyota or Subaru. And then probably, some dealerships might give you a hard time, and I guess it's a ridiculous, frustrating process for anybody. I know some YouTubers like the Topher, Savage Geese, Zygreen, and all those other YouTubers as well, like BRZ owners, GR86 owners. Probably they are having the same mindset, which everybody's car journey is to find the most reliable car, to be able to have fun on track, but also be able to have fun on the street as well. So please give me your thoughts, because this I am also in that kind of mindset where should I also having to give up my BRZ after having it for 6 months without being able to track anymore, and basically switch to another platform that it's more reliable and not having to stress out with the time bomb, ticking time bomb on my hands, and not being able to enjoy on track. So please share your thoughts, and please comment, like, what would you guys do? Would you guys keep your BRZ GR86, because it is a nice car. I mean, I love this platform. I'm usually front engine, rear wheel drive car enthusiast, driving enthusiast, whichever we want to describe these days. I like cars. I mean, I really love this platform. I'm usually a JDM person, even though I also driven BMWs, Porsches, Benz, Audis, but been always back to JDMs because how reliable they are, how cost effective they are, and you don't have to pay you don't have to pay a lot just to try to have fun on track. But I mean, like any car, the engine is the heart, of the car. And from my past experiences on the track, I don't feel safe if I have to deal with with an engine issue or any kind of engine issues. I come from AP1, AP2, and already with 2 engine replacements. So, I mean, I don't want to have to deal with that again. So, please share your thoughts, and probably maybe you guys can also help me answer this question. Should I keep it or not? And maybe we'll see how it goes. Hoping that there would be a, you know, solution to this problem, since it will be really unfortunate to give it up and get misled from Toyota and Subaru after marketing it as a trackable car.